Hi, welcome to the Retirement Railroad Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. I'm Steve, and today we're adding a new flag, or railroad, to the Retirement Railroad layout. Alright? Most everybody knows I primarily model the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy during the 1960s, late 50s. And the CB&Q, the Burlington route. Additionally, my secondary railroad is the Santa Fe. Okay? Plus, numerous other passenger trains that named trains that came in and out of Chicago. But as far as freight go, primarily it's all been, well, not primarily, it has been all Burlington and Santa Fe until today. All right. For those of you that watched my Friday live stream, it was last Friday, you saw that I got in some new switchers. Okay. And I got in a little Walther's Hustler, tiny little thing. And I got in a Bachmann 70 ton. Now I got them taped up, all right, because I'm getting ready to decal them. But first I'll have to put a coat of gloss on so that the outlines of the decals won't show. Put a coat of gloss, then the decals, and then seal them up with a matte finish. So, what is that railroad, you say? All right, well, let's take a look. It's the Elgin, Joliet or Joliet, and Eastern Railroad, also known as the Chicago Outer Belt. And it ran on the north side up by Waukegan, to the northwest side to Elgin, down to the west side Aurora, down to the southwest side Joliet, and then cut east across to Gary, Indiana. And it also had branches off in different directions, one of which is services the Chicago Harbor, okay, at Calumet City. So it fits in perfectly because I can use the little Hustler at the Aurora on the Motorman, all right, running back and forth. I can use the 70 ton over at Lockport Industrial, which includes my harbor scene. And so it gives us a lot of flexibilities. So we got a decal. Let me take these two out to my fancy spray booth, aka outside, and get them gloss coated. And then we'll have to wait for that to dry before we can apply the decals. Now what I did do is I took the sheet, the decal sheet I got from Microscale, and I copied it. Okay, so I have this in a file. I'll explain why I want that later on. So, anyway, I'll be right back. Okay. So, decals are on. The dull coat's been added over the top of them. I've untaped this and reassembled it. I'm getting ready to untape the little Hustler, so that she can resume her duties going up and down the street in Aurora.
I'm using the tweezers because although the dull coat's dry, or should be dry, I don't want to risk having any fingerprints into the coat. So there we have it. Now there's a few. Let's walk through what exactly what I did. All right. First of all, disassemble. Disassemble the shells. All right. And you know, I have never. I've been decaling models for what, 55 years at least, and there was a live stream some months back, and somebody, I had talked about decaling or something. Somebody said, "No, you gotta put a gloss coat on them first." Okay, so what? And yeah, you gotta put a gloss coat on because it helps hide the outer edges of the decals. So, well, that kind of makes sense. Never done it before, but this is the first time I've decaled since, so that's what I did. I put a gloss coat down, then applied the decals. Used some Walther Solvaset to help with that. And I must say, I don't see any edges. After that, I put a dull coat on. Okay. So you're looking at a multi-step process here. It's not just a matter of, and the dull coat's more of a protective coat than anything else. I like how it turned out. As a funny side note, as I mentioned, I've been decaling forever. At the last mail call, I bought, or it showed that I had received some decal sheets, paper. All right, so I can print my own decals. All right. And do that right here. That's what I got. And so I went ahead and I made up a sheet, a file, all right, and put all these logos on a sheet, so that as I needed them, and you can see I've cut some off, as I needed something, I could cut them off and have the decals all ready to go. All right, and they printed out perfectly. They looked great. And I went to apply them, the ones that were cut out there. First of all, they faded. The ink just ran, and then they just kind of dissolved in my hands, or as I was trying to work with them. And I'm going, well, this really is an epic fail. And I decided to go back and read the instructions on the envelope. Okay, and it says right there, instructions included. All right. Now, like the old meme, about badges, I don't need no stinking instructions. Well, apparently I did. So I went over to the backside. All right. And here it is, plain as day, step 2. Seal design with clear coat. All right. Seal design with a clear coat. Oh, crap. No wonder I had an issue. So I did that. What was left on this sheet, I went ahead and put a, I think I used matte. I might have used gloss, but matte or gloss, it shouldn't matter. It just seals the ink in. And it should give you a little more time to work the decal. We'll find out about that. That'll be another issue to come. But I thought everybody enjoyed that study, that little story. And like I said before, most of my tips of the day are about how not to do something, all right, and then how to fix it. So anyway, in this case, I did need the stinking instructions. Hang tight. All right. So, with that little episode, I'll throw some video on of these new not fallen flags, but the new flag for the Retirement Railroad, the Elgin, Joliet, and Eastern. The J, also known as the Chicago Outer Belt. They'll be handling a lot of my industrial switching applications. So, with that, I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. I'm Steve, and read the instructions. Y'all have a great day. Bye now.